You're probably wondering why an engineer with a PhD from MIT would create a website called debugyourhealth.com. I'm not a medical doctor, naturopathic doctor, or any other kind of health practitioner. I'm an engineer and scientist at heart, and my real strength is figuring things out, debugging, if you will. Applying my engineering skills to health issues first started in 2009 when my oldest child became ill. We spent years working with this practitioner or that practitioner, this modality or that modality, and we thought, if we just stick with it, she'll get better. Tens of thousands of dollars, and years later, she didn't make much progress. We tried everything: Western medicine, Eastern medicine, blood tests, stool tests, urine tests, hair tests, surgical procedures in the hospital, homeopathy, herbs, and pretty much anything else and everything that was suggested to us. I finally came to the conclusion that I needed to think of practitioners like consultants. They have opinions, they have theories, but it's up to me to figure out if they are correct or not. Up to me to not only figure out the pieces of the puzzle, but up to me to put them all together. I learned to think for myself in the context of medical issues, which is certainly not the way I was raised as an American. So, I was given a big choice in my mid-30s. Continue with my fast-paced, high-tech career, or slow that down a little bit to take over the primary care of my child. I decided to take over as the primary caregiver of my child, and figured I could ramp up my career again when she was well. Little did I know how difficult and long of a process it would be to figure out the root cause of her health issues. Little did I know how much emotional and physical strength it would take. Little did I know that the skills I learned at my daughter's expense would save my life and the lives of the rest of my immediate family years later. I dove into our health issues with no preconceived notions, and I still have no bias towards any one modality over another. Sometimes the best solution was prescription medications, sometimes herbs, sometimes homeopathy, chiropractic, osteopathic, dentistry, or emotional clearing. I really didn't care much what the modality was. I cared that it got to the root cause of our health issues in the fastest, easiest, and cheapest way possible. I learned that a lot of the treatments we had been doing with practitioners were covering up the symptoms, but not getting to the root cause of why things weren't working properly in the first place. I am biased towards root cause solutions, which are rarely easy and rarely simple. Some root cause solutions required us to change our diet. Some root cause solutions required us to change our lifestyle. Some root cause solutions required lots of our time. Some required money. Sometimes we had to get worse before we got better. Often we were frustrated and wondering why this was happening to us. In hindsight, all of our hard work ended up giving our whole family benefits way beyond the symptoms for which we were seeking resolution. Slowly, word started getting out about the amazing progress we were making on our health. Friends, acquaintances, and even practitioners started asking me to share my experiences, tips, and tricks. I couldn't keep up with the volume of requests, so I started writing standard emails on various topics that I would send out to anyone who asked. Often, if people asked about one topic, they would come back and ask about other related topics as well. These emails turned into living Word documents, which finally turned into the living content on debugyourhealth.com. I created debugyourhealth.com with one simple goal: to share all the information and knowledge that I wish I had had many years ago. It's a summary of everything I know now that could have saved us thousands of dollars and years of suffering. This includes summaries of years of my own research, experiences, and opinions. It also includes the skills I learned to debug our health. Debug Your Health is unbiased towards any particular therapy, practice, or product. I'm not a consultant to any health or drug company, and I do not take referral fees for any products listed on this website. Debug Your Health is my way of giving back to this wonderful world, because we are all in it together. Just to make sure we're all on the same page, before diving more into this website and the content presented, I want to read you the disclaimer for Debug Your Health. The information presented on debugyourhealth.com is not intended to or implied to treat, diagnose, cure, or prevent any disease. This site solely represents opinions formed by me based on my research and experience. While debugyourhealth.com uses reasonable efforts to provide accurate information, no warranties or representations are made as to the accuracy, validity, reliability of any information which may be presented. No responsibility, legal or otherwise, is assumed for any errors or omissions in the content of this website. All content, including text, graphics, videos, images, and information contained on or available through this website is for general information purposes only. Links to other websites have been carefully chosen but do not imply endorsement, and I am not responsible or liable for their information and content. Debugyourhealth.com suggests readers to do their own research to confirm any information obtained from or through this website with other sources. Debugyourhealth.com encourages readers to review all information regarding any medical condition or treatment with their personal medical professionals. Debugyourhealth.com is not a substitute for medical care and is not intended to address individual situations and needs. Information presented on this site is not intended to serve as medical advice. Readers are ultimately responsible for their own choices surrounding their health. Information is intended for the reader's personal use only. No permission is granted to use the information in any way except to enhance the reader's own personal knowledge. Important note: Debugyourhealth.com does not receive any money from the sale, referral fees, or advertisements of any products mentioned on this site. Debugyourhealth.com is funded by direct donations. All money donated goes to the maintenance and improvement of this site.